allowed her to assist those in need while also earning a fair profit. Zhuang Yueza's eyes widened once more. Could Shen Xiaoyan truly earn such a substantial amount for each mecha modification? Moreover, the most significant aspect was that she would not have to handle the modifications herself. She could simply send the work to her partnered factory. Was this not pure profit? He could not help but ask, Xiaoyun, do you think it's too late for me to change careers and learn to modify mechas from you? Shen Xiaoyan glanced at him, teasingly replying, change careers? What career would that be? I am currently engaged in mecha combat, which makes us colleagues. Modifying mechas is merely my side pursuit. However, if you learn mecha combat techniques from me, you might earn quite a bit. Zhuang Yueza scratched his head, feeling envious. Mecha combat was exceedingly arduous. Unlike mecha manufacturing, where devising a brilliant design could yield a continuous stream of income. In no time, you might even save enough to purchase an S Class Mecha. Shen Xiaoyan shook her head, remaining silent. What need did she have for an S Class Mecha? She planned to seek wisdom from Uncle Han and then personally modify an S Class Mecha. Ding Qingyu, returning from the third floor, just happened to overhear Zhuang Yueza's words and promptly doused him with cold water. If you don't possess Xiao Yun's intellect, it's best not to join in. Indeed, Xiao Yun's intellect was unparalleled. Zhuang Yueza could still recall the fervent admiration in Dai Ningning's gaze as she looked at Xiao Yun. That look was more intense than Xiao Yun's reaction upon seeing star coins. He patted his stomach and sighed. Perhaps cultivating abs to gain followers was a more reliable pursuit. Ding Qingyu, disinterested in further banter with Zhuang Yueza, turned to Shen Xiaoyun. Xiao Yun, how is your mecha repair coming along? If it's ready, we must depart soon to participate in the competition. The nearest venue for the Qingyu Cup is only half an hour away by airship, but since this is your first competition, I believe you should arrive early to acclimatize to the environment. The ammunition and weapon accessories I purchased earlier should have arrived. I will just need to install them. Shen Xiaoyun recalled the large box she had seen at the elevator on the first floor, which must have contained her previous orders. She had ordered relatively standard items, readily available, and quick to arrive. All right, let us get it packed and leave. Ding Qingyu declared, heading towards the elevator. I'm coming too. I need to check with Yuan Yao to see if she wants to join. Zhuang Yueza exclaimed, pulling out his holographic device to contact Zhu Yuanyao. This was Xiao Yun's debut. They could not afford to miss it. An hour later, Shen Xiaoyan and her companions arrived at the competition venue located in Xinghuan City. Shen Xiaoyan curiously observed the vast circular arena, bustling with activity and excitement. The most striking feature of the venue was the massive projection screen suspended in midair, divided into dozens of smaller screens, each showcasing ongoing matches. Observing all of this, Shen Xiaoyan couldn't help but smile. Such fresh spectacles were non-existent 300 years ago. Just as she was about to express her thoughts, Zhu Yuanyao suddenly pointed at one of the screens, exclaiming excitedly, wow, we're so lucky. Bloodwolf has a match today. Let us go watch his fight first. However, Zhuang Yueza tugged at Shen Xiaoyan, pointing at another screen. What is so special about Bloodwolf? He has just a pretty face, and the match lacks any technical substance. If we're going to watch something, let us see the heavy mecha match of the Hammer Giant that embodies true power and masculinity. Xiaoyan, trust me, I'll cover your entry fee. Zhu Yuanyao chimed in, also grasping Shen Xiaoyan's sleeve. Shen Xiaoyan expressed her confusion, inquiring whether an entrance fee was indeed required to gain access. Naturally, there will be an admission charge, Zhu Yuanyao clarified, while the majority of the ticket revenue is allocated to the organizers. The victors still receive 10% of the total ticket sales. Chapter 44. This is quite fair. Doesn't that imply that the greater the audience, the more the winners stand to earn? Shen Xiaoyan's mind raced, swiftly arriving at the crux of the matter. More spectators equate to more funds. It is no wonder that Xiao Zhe contemplated the lucrative path of selling meat. The younger generation is not devoid of capability, at the very least. They possess more avenues for profit than I, an old relic. Indeed, otherwise, why would the captain manage a personal account? The more victories secured, the greater the fan base. The larger the fan base, the more wealth the mech pilots can amass. Xuelong boasts over 1 million followers, and it is said that his monthly income exceeds 1 million star coins, Zhu Yuanyao remarked, her face inadvertently reflecting envy. Nodding in agreement, Shen Xiaoyan continued. If that is the case, is there a possibility of someone staging a performance, perhaps engaging in match fixing? What would the repercussions be? Without hesitation, Zhu Yuanyao waved her hand dismissively. How could anyone resort to match fixing? Winning a single contest would be futile, and should the opponent expose such acts, they would be vilified. The Qingyu Cup is, in fact, rather equitable. Those with true skill ascend the ranks without the need for deceit. Ding Qingyu concurred. Is that truly the case? What then is this? Shen Xiaoyan slowly retrieved her light brain and presented it to Zhu Yuanyao. Zhuang Yuezha and Ding Qingyu leaned in to examine it as well. Wang Baziki, in the upcoming match, if you concede, I shall give you all the winnings. Wang Baziki, in the upcoming match, if you concede, I shall not only give you all the winnings, but also an additional 1,000 star coins. Wang Baziki, in the upcoming match, if you concede, I shall give you all the winnings and an additional 1,500 star coins. Wang Baziki, an extra 300 star coins. Wang Baziki, an extra 500 star coins. Wang Baziki, I see you have read my messages. Are you dissatisfied with my offer? The maximum I can provide is 3,000 star coins, no more. Wang Baziki, fine, would 5,000 star coins suffice? Is this Wang Baziki your opponent in the forthcoming match? Zhuang Yuezha stared blankly at Shen Xiaoyan. She nodded. Midway, her match opponent had been matched, and she had received this message along the way. Initially, she presumed it to be a scam, as her savings had reached 110,000 star coins, exceeding Zhuang Yuezha's by 50,000. Thus, she had chosen to ignore it until Zhu Yuanyao's earlier explanation enlightened her. Zhu Yuanyao expressed her disbelief, This is inconceivable. How can there still be such foolish individuals? Ding Qingyu's brow furrowed slightly, his gaze revealing a hint of confusion. This was far from the Qingyu cup he had come to know. At that moment, Shen Jiayan's light brain vibrated again. Wang Baziki, would an additional 6,000 star coins be acceptable? This is unjust. Why does fortune smile upon you so? In the past, no one ever approached me for match fixing. Zhuang Yuezhi's voice trembled. In the preliminary arena, the competitors are rather inexperienced. Even if one were to win a match, the total earnings would scarcely reach 1,000 star coins. Yet, this individual is willing to offer Shen Jiayan 6,000 star coins merely to secure a victory. If approached by someone else, he would have readily agreed for just 3,000. Ding Qingyu rubbed his temples, pondering how he managed to get in touch with her. Oh, I added my personal contact number on the contestant profile page. Shen Jiayan opened the registration system for the Qingyu Cup. AAA Mecha Modification Shaoxun. Professional low-cost mecha modifications. Personalized mechas. If you wish to win more and earn more, please add me. It turns out the Qingyu Cup is not as fair as I had imagined. Zhu Yuanyao murmured. Ding Qingyu sighed. No one else would be so brazen as to display their personal account on their profile page. Others participate in mecha competitions solely for the sake of competition. Just look at her introduction. Does it seem like she is a serious competitor? His head was truly throbbing. Shen Jiayan smiled subtly. She was merely emulating AAA Xiao Wang. If she truly becomes popular, she would effectively become a living advertisement, attracting a steady stream of clients. Who would ever despise an abundance of wealth? I see. Zhuang Yuezhi exclaimed, enlightened. He learned something new. He took out his light brain and began to tinker with it. Ding Qingyu quickly interjected. You mustn't do this. Xiao Yun, you should promptly change your competition name. Just think, once you gain fame, being called Xiao Shun is quite embarrassing. Look at your opponents. All of them have names like kingly presence. When your fans cheer for you, calling you Xiao Shun lacks any grandeur. Shen Jiayan hesitated. Being called Xiao Shun wasn't so bad, primarily because she could sell goods. Perhaps I was indeed short-sighted before. She suddenly understood. It was all Xiao Wang's influence that led her astray. She should revert to her previous specialized name. However, she decided against changing her personal contact account. What if someone noticed her exceptional performance and became interested in her mecha? Ding Qingyu exhaled slowly. This child is too clever, with too many tricks up her sleeve. Fortunately, she can still be easily persuaded for now. Otherwise, when people mention the X-Luyan Mecha Club, they would only think of it as a sales entity. Suddenly, Shen Jiayan's light brain vibrated again. Zhuang Yuezhi leaned in to take a look. Kingly presence, 10,000 star coins. He slapped his thigh and exclaimed. 10,000 star coins? You could upgrade your mecha with a wear-resistant coating. Since you're bound to lose one match, take me along to see what this fool looks like. Ding Qingyu couldn't help but give Zhuang Yuezhi a light smack on the head, pulling Shen Jiayan aside. Don't listen to him. Xiao Yun, I have high hopes for you. Do not tarnish your professional career. Winning a match not only earns you money but also points, which can be exchanged for items later on. Shen Jiayan patted her light brain, regretfully putting it away. Is this a test from the ancestors? Never mind. All for the sake of earning more money in the future and creating better mechas. Yes. Don't listen to Zhuang Yuezhi. He has been impoverished lately. Come on. Let me take you to watch the Blood Wolves match, Zhu Yuanyao said, pulling Shen Jiayan's arm, not forgetting about her idol. Ding Qingyu pried Zhu Yuanyao's hand away. You shouldn't meddle. Her match is about to begin. It was her first visit, and the mech had yet to be registered for inspection at the competition center. Let us go. Shen Jiayan was eager to complete the competition as soon as possible. At the inspection center, Shen Jiayan had submitted her mech for evaluation half an hour prior, yet the staff member had yet to appear. Unable to hold back, she inquired. Do you typically take this long to register mech information? Not at all. My mech usually passes inspection within 10 minutes, replied Zhuang Yuezhi, scratching his head. Equally perplexed by the situation, Zhu Yuanyao expressed her relief, saying, fortunately, the captain had Xiao Yun come for the mech inspection in advance. Otherwise, given this delay, she might have missed her competition time. At that moment, a staff member in uniform, Xiao Tao, approached. She apologized to Shen Jiayan, saying, I sincerely apologize for the wait. After inspection at our center, your mech, Eternal Dawn, has been classified as a D-class medium mech, which does not align with the A-class designation on your registration form. Chapter 45. Refund. All eyes turned to Shen Jiayan. Ding Qingyu sighed. Did you register for an A-class mech? Indeed. My mech is undoubtedly an A-class. Shen Jiayan affirmed without hesitation. She could easily outperform Zhu Yuanyao and Zhuang Yuezhi. Surely, it was an A-class mech. Xiao Tao's expression faltered momentarily before she quickly restored her gentle smile. Our center employs the most professional mech experts. We assessed your mech's power source, structure, equipment configuration, and technical applications, ultimately classifying it as D-class. What? Shen Jiayan pondered for a moment, looking at Ding Qingyu and the others. Did she imply that her technology was rather outdated, and her mech's armament configuration was rudimentary? Yes, you have understood correctly. Your mind is quite sharp. Zhu Yuanyao praised her comprehension, patting her shoulder. Zhuang Yuezhi chuckled mischievously. Fine. If it's D-class, then so be it. You should proceed to the competition. Ding Qingyu sighed again. All right, I'll head to the competition first. Shen Jiayan nodded. Her mech was a modified version of the original Zero model. Given that it was her own creation, it was not surprising that the evaluator had not encountered it before. However, Xiao Tao added, when initially registering for opponents, we will refer more closely to the information you provided. Your opponent might be significantly stronger than you. Would you like to cancel your first match? Canceling will result in a deduction of 5 points from your score. Although you will lose points by canceling, your mech will remain undamaged. Points will be deducted? Shen Jiayan had just reacquainted herself with the promotional materials for the Qingyu Cup, now understanding the importance of competition.